Good morning, friends. So, today's concept is faith, practice, and study. And today we would be sharing as real, as common as possible. All right? Because Buddhism is real life after all. So, let's start with the most real things. The most real thing, how are you? How are you? How is everything going in your life? How are all the important aspects of your life? Like health, relationship, career, money. What about your inner peace?
What about your goals, aspiration? What about your evolution as a person? Are you satisfied with your life? Where are you lagging behind? Are you happy with yourself?
Are you sad? Are you unhealthy? Are you becoming better, stronger, healthier, and happier and making merry after you join this practice? And this big question, how to properly apply this practice in real life? We all think about this a million times.
Let's try and move beyond the common stranger's answer to this question. Let's try a bit and think more real as per Buddhism. Friends, today concept is a faith, practice and study. In this we shall talk absolutely real and common. Buddhism is nothing but real life after all. So let's start talking real.
Faith. Faith. We must view functions of life as the ultimate reality. We must have faith in real life, in ourselves. In this, the most important thing is acceptance, respect, working with functions of life. Keeping faith invariably essentially refers to accepting, respecting, and working with everyday life events.
These events are basically the functions of everyday real life. Functions of lives are what? They are the real situations that we come across. We must accept the real situations that are coming our way. Put the real life into chanting of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo.
But we must not chant as a fanatic. We should not see chanting as some wayward magic. Remember, Buddhism is all about real life. We must put health, relationship, career, money first. We have to consider all these as the most essentials.
It is as if all these essentials are like a precious pearls. Here, let's try and think little playfully. This may appear playful, but is very meaningful. Let's sew all these essentials into a thread, make a necklace, and start chanting. We shall discuss about the necklace of essential pearls little later.
Moving forward, there are various other essentials too. We must see our behavior towards life, towards relationships, towards career, towards health. Think real, but stay calm. Relax and ease out. This is one small, impermanent life after all. Relax and congratulate yourself for being a part of this world.
Relax and congratulate yourselves for getting life energy from this vast universe. Relax because you yourself become a manufacturer of hope. Relax because you become an engine of hope. Your hope start inviting goodness and happiness. Relax and tell yourself you are here to celebrate and enjoy.
Practice. This practice is like programming life all over again. Practice is like energizing our whole being. Practice is like reviving the weak cells of our body and mind. Practice is like reprogramming our own attitude towards life. Here we start viewing reasoning as the basis of our practice.
Reasoning is rationalism, is logic, is common sense, is energized wisdom. Reasoning is respecting the real life as the real life. Here, in real life, our attitude is our action. Our action is our response towards the functions of life, like everything that is coming our way since childhood.
Action is the way we perceive whatever is coming our way in life. And by the way, what comes our way? Relationships, people, situations, situations, and more situations. We then perceive situations in our own way. We develop our notions.
Our perceptions frame our actions. The level of our perceptions frames the quality of our action. Action is invariably what is called as the karma. Relax. Talking karma is nothing heavy or spiritual. Karma is the other name of action.
But do we really know about our actions? How good or how poorly we remember our actions? We may remember some of our actions and we may view our own personality accordingly. But there are actions and thoughts that we do not remember most of the times. Just the way we perform unaccountable actions reflexively, like everyday habit. Actions performed in reflex are generally the ones that we forget or do not even consider happening at all.
These actions can be the form of thought, words, or anything that we do in response to something. Here, let's again try and understand this little more playfully. Boomerang. You know what is it? You throw it in air, it comes back to you. Our action, known and unknown, are like a boomerang.
So, in Buddhism, we take everything as a boomerang. Everything comes back in some form or the other. We chant generally for our remembered actions. But we must take into consideration our unknown actions as well. We must chant for the actions that we do not remember. Because ultimately, our actions will only open up the way.
Let us never shy away from our own reflection in the mirror of life. Remember that necklace of essential pearls that we mentioned earlier. So, when we chant with the necklace of essential things firmly in our fist, we shall never dissuade from real life.
Instead, if we chant like a fanatic, we might start chanting for some wayward magic. We might start expecting for some transcendental powers. We shall then be away from our own self. We shall be away from our own weaknesses. We shall be away from the real basic functions of life.
Here, let's take an example of an obesity overweight person. If a person wants to lose weight, right attitude is needed. The attitude will lead the right action, will lead to right exercise, right diet, right sleeping patterns.
Repeated chanting for the right attitude will reprogram our mind. Mind will then invariably start performing the right action. So, instead of being slave to mind and become obese, we shall be the master of mind and make it serve us in the right way. Faith mentioned in Buddhism actually starts from being faithful to ourselves, recognizing the power that is there inside us.
Having faith in our energy that is derived from this vast universe. Having faith in our latent potential. Being always respectful towards everyone around us. Start viewing people around us as the pearl in the same necklace of life. Start having faith in the power that gives us life.
Practice is our everyday, daily practice. We must chant to see ourselves as an everyday evolution process. We must chant to see our existence as a process of becoming better and better. If we chant to make others better while thinking superior of ourselves, we shall continue hovering around darkness.
And we might perceive chanting as a medium to achieve some magic without seeing inside us.
Practice is a process to see all areas of our life, a process to see the damages, the weaknesses, the repairable area of our life, a process to see the goodness and the blessings around us, a process to recognize and accept ourselves as ordinary human beings. We can be wrong, we can be right all through our lives. We can never be absolute. Practice is a process to start learning and becoming good student of life all over again.
Study. Study is a way to become studious and read the philosophy of life. Yes, because this is real life and we have to be in sync with the life, real life, every moment. We have to polish the real life. So, herein we start studying the invaluable guidance of Nichiren Buddhism. It is as if we are in a permanent university of life.
But even while doing this, we make an error of a similar kind sometimes. While we start viewing all areas of our life, we sometimes see chanting as magic. And why do we start viewing chanting as magic sometimes? Because while we start chanting repeatedly and following the basics of this practice earnestly, we consciously and subconsciously start mending our mistakes.
So we knowingly and unknowingly start improving. We can say that our own quality starts improving steadily. So, what exactly happens? This reprogramming of our mind leads to newer, better actions. Reprogramming of our actions lead to newer and different pleasant outcomes. Reprogramming leads to illumination of dark areas of our life.
We start regarding our own mistakes. We start thinking everything that we once disagreed previously. The people around us start seeing a different version of ourselves. Our version gets better and we work towards ourselves in a never before way. So, this whole reprogramming, this whole refreshed attitude is nothing but our human revolution.
So we start getting positive and startling results. Results can be in all or any area of our life, like home, relationship, career, finance, or any area. We learn more about tackling our own selves in a better way. We learn about tackling our own emotions, our own attitude, our responses. We learn about managing our anger, our happiness, and our wisdom. We learn about giving importance to ourselves. Living human life is actually a practice, an art. And we learn this art in a better way through our faith, practice, and study.